Hey, it's those Utah sisters, and in this video, I'm explaining how to play Worksheet Wars with your class. So, Worksheet Wars is super fun, a really good way to get leveled practice of a concept because you're going to be creating like different difficulty of questions essentially. So it's really good at applying to all students the level that they're at. First thing you need to do is download this worksheet right here. So if you right click on it and click open link in a new tab, it's going to open you to here. Reminder, this is a read only. You must actually download it to your computer to edit it. So you'll click download and then it will open up in Microsoft Word like this, which is what you want. Once it's in Microsoft Word, you can type and edit and do whatever you'd like to. Okay, on level one, these questions are worth 1 point per problem. These should be your entry level, easiest questions you could ask, almost below, probably like approaching proficient, below level, maybe standard. Then level two, same thing. Here you go. Level three, level four, level five. And by the way, these are just like one worksheet. You're just printing two to a page to save paper. I would do maximum of like 5 questions, between 3 and 5 questions per level. So I'd type like 5 level 1 questions here and then just copy them over here. You're just trying to save paper is all you're doing. You don't need multiple versions. Okay, then you need small buckets, one per table or group. In my class, it's easiest to play tables, but you could also do boys versus girls and just have like 2 buckets, whatever you choose. Then you need answer keys for each of the level of worksheets. And then you need a timer, okay? Prior to starting, you're going to give each table or each group one small bucket. Then spread out the worksheets in a neutral location to all groups. They need to be in stacks. So all of level one is stacked on top of each other. Then all of level two is in a stack next to it. Then level three, etc. Set the timer on the board for 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the difficulty of levels. And then tell the students that they are competing in a group. Like in this example, we're playing with their table, but you could also play boys versus girls. If you have like assigned classroom numbers, you could do evens versus odds, anything you want. When the timer starts, every student needs to immediately go and grab a worksheet that they can accomplish with little to no help. That's the kicker. They cannot be asking you for questions, so they need to pick a worksheet on their level. The worksheets vary in level, like I discussed. So level one is the extremely easy ones. They're all worth 1 point. Level two is worth 2 points. Three is worth 3 points per question. Four is worth 4 points. Level five is the challenge worksheets, worth 5 points per question. Now, this is not just like the hardest question you would ask them in your class. Make it harder than you would ask in your class. You should be having less than like 10% of your kids attempting level five. Hard, hard, hard. As soon as the student finishes the worksheet, so they're going to work on their half sheet, they set it in the bucket to be graded. Then they immediately go and grab another worksheet. They cannot redo the same one they just did. That's not allowed. To try and earn points for that one. The teacher is just walking table to table and scoring all of the worksheets that have been placed in the bin extremely quickly because you have the answer keys in your hand. Just quickly glance at them. If they're wrong, mark the questions wrong, and then put the score on the top. So, for example, if I'm scoring level three and they got 2 out of 3 questions correct, level threes each worth 3 points, so they earned 6 points. I would just put a big 6 on the top and then set it outside of the bucket next to it, creating like a stack of scored worksheets. This just makes it really easy so that you, as the teacher, can see what needs to be scored very quickly by just glancing around the room at the buckets. Okay? The game continues until the timer goes off. At that point, everyone stops working and the teacher quickly scores the remaining worksheets they haven't gotten to. While I'm doing this, scoring the last ones, I say, grab all of your scored sheets and start tallying up your scores. And then the table with the most points at the end, or the group with the most points at the end, wins. Okay? That's why we call it Worksheet Wars. Quick tips or questions. Number one, a student does not have to complete every problem on the sheet. They can skip the ones they don't know, but they must work for the entire time. So if they've already completed like level one and that was their easiest level and they're trying level two, I say just go do all the ones you can do. You might not be able to get to all of them, but try it. They can also ask people in their group for help if they need to. That's another option. Then, this is my biggest tip. If you trust your students, you can put the answer keys on the board and make them correct their own and then place it in their bin. This kind of eliminates you having to run around as much. So if you trust them, I say they can't bring up a pencil and I just leave like markers at the front of the room and they have to quickly score theirs. Again, if you have a few kids you don't trust, you could just go check their individual papers and call it good. But that's another way to eliminate you having to do all of the grading. In my class, like 80% of the time, I just grade it by myself. Like I can make the rounds quick enough by the time they're finishing them to grade them all really quickly. Next thing, students do not get to redo questions that were wrong when the teacher scored them. This helps prevent kids from just guessing, and it makes them actually put an effort into the question if they know they only get one shot. It also makes you aware of the things you need to address quicker, like the things that need to be retaught or revisited in your classroom a little bit quicker. If you give students an unlimited amount of tries, you're not really seeing what their gut instinct told them. So there you go. Again, the game is called Worksheet Wars. It is super fun. If you give it a try in your classroom, please be sure to tag us at those Utah Sisters.